International aid, debt relief and Tanzania. International aid is help that one country can give another, and there are two types. First is voluntary aid given by charities or non-government organisations, such as Oxfam, Save the Children. They collect money from individuals and companies and then distribute it in a charitable way. But they do this in the short term following a disaster. So this would be things like blankets or medicines or tents following an earthquake, or they give long-term development assistance to help people improve their quality of life. So if a hospital was built within a country to improve medical care, that would be long-term development assistance. International aid can also be given through governments, which is called official development assistance. The UK has a government department called the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. And in 2019, the UK gave £15.2 billion of this official development assistance. Now, official development assistance can be given by many countries through international bodies like the International Monetary Fund, or it can be given by one country to another country, which is called bilateral aid. Official development assistance also helps out with short-term emergency relief and long-term development assistance. Now, here's an example of bilateral aid. In 2019, the government gave Pakistan £305 million worth of aid and Ethiopia £300 million worth of aid. This map of the world shows where the UK's bilateral aid went in 2019. Now, a few other countries of interest. The UK gave Afghanistan £292 million worth of aid, Ethiopia £300 million worth, and Tanzania £137 million worth. The total amount of aid given to Africa was £2.99 billion. Now, international aid has both benefits and problems. I've just summarised three of each within this table. The benefits are, well, it rebalances global inequality. If we're trying to get people across the whole world to have similar qualities of life, this is a way to do it. Secondly, many people believe everyone should have the right to the essentials of life, and this can deliver them. Thirdly, it's repayment for the benefits AC's got from colonialism. So if we go back to the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, where advanced countries were taking huge amounts of resources and minerals from the poorer countries of the world, this is payback. However, here are three problems. It discourages people and governments from trying to look after themselves. It can foster dependency on the donor countries. Secondly, much aid is tied. Governments may give money, but they're expecting something back, such as the country agreeing to purchase goods from their country in the future. Aid may also be given to corrupt governments who will waste the money or use it to fund a country's wars. Now, let's have a look at debt relief next. Debt relief means countries that owe money don't have to pay it back. Many low-income developing countries face huge international debts because they've borrowed in the past to try to improve the development of their country or recover from disaster. Debt relief means that rather than having to pay back their debts each year, which would cost a lot of money, they can use that money instead on improving their country on things such as health, education, transport and industry. Let's have a look at Tanzania now and the impact of international aid and debt relief on the country. Tanzania receives billions of dollars of aid, official aid every year, the main donors being the World Bank, the USA, African Development Bank, the UK and the EU. So here's an example. In 2019, the UK gave Tanzania £137 million bilateral aid. However, some of this aid is tied. So in 2001, Tanzania bought a £28 million air traffic control system from the UK, which just so happens to safeguard and look after 250 jobs on the Isle of Wight. So often things are two-way. Charities and non-government organisations also help Tanzania. One example is Farm Africa, a charity which ran a goat aid programme within Tanzania. Families that get the goat, it provides milk, meat, manure and money. If they breed their goats and get a herd, they can make a decent living from it. Finally, debt relief has greatly helped Tanzania. Here's one example. In 2006, the African Development Bank announced the cancellation of more than $640 million of debt owed by Tanzania. So if advanced countries and organisations such as this bank cancel the debt, they've got more money to help them develop.